And no more worries, I'm up at it earlier, nigga, try to figure out the problem.
Hey, boy.
They thought you'd be done by now.
Oh no, this not
You better go your way.
like this shit is. That was the one, bro. Like that was definitely the one, bro. Like again, I understand people kind of like separate. They like the albums to be, not sectioned off so much. I would say that's kind of one thing about the album. Like the first part of that, I didn't really like the first kind of 4 songs of the album. Not like saying I didn't like them, but like they weren't like the usual. I listened to a lot of Gunna, mostly every Gunna song that's kind of known, other than the unreleased. But those between. Collage, I definitely put it on my playlist. Thought it was a cool intro, but One of One, Neck on Ya, What's That? Those are tracks that I'm just like, okay, these are cool tracks, but I'm not really a fan. Like I'm not really like, okay, like going too insane for them. I feel like the middle of the album definitely had a crazy run. Hakuna Matata, prodded him, Treesh, which I feel like this is a track that's gonna grow, but Treesh is very catchy. Just kind of having a repetitive kind of chorus. Everybody's, again, it's all about TikTok, Reels, short attention span. When you have a catchy hook, a lot of people like to repeat that shit all the time. That's part of it making a great hit. But then you also get to, hold on. Then you also get to the middle of the album, which I feel like is the best right here. On One Tonight, slow, back in the A, slow. I thought Trio was really good. Prevail was good. Blackjack. These are the kind of the vintage, melodic, just Gunna that everybody is kind of used to. So I feel like those tracks right there is what. But then you get to the album where Clear My Rain with Leon Bridges. I feel like that was a great switch up in the album. Something that was pretty different. But then all the tracks down from Conscious, The Time, Let It Breathe, especially Let It Breathe, man. I really do. Let me emphasize what I said about Roddy Ricch, man. I really mean that, and I've said it many times, and I've doubled down, tripled down on it, man. Like I said, it was nasty how they just switched up on Roddy when he literally did the same thing. It wasn't anything different. I don't care what people are trying to say. There was nothing different between the Antisocial album and the other shit he's been doing in life, like with his work. Like I'm telling you guys right now that all that shit is just similar. Like I'm sorry. So like for y'all reasoning to be what it was, like I didn't agree with it, but everybody can have their opinion. And I think that you get the tracks. Time reveals. Be careful what you wish for. These are tracks that are very heartfelt. It's kind of just like for me what makes me a Gunna fan. I love his growth. His growth in music has been amazing to watch. Even me going from not being a fan at first and then slowly converting to be a Gunna fan, close, I guess, stan. Like people like to mess around. I don't like to really say stan because I ain't going crazy at the end of the day. Gunna don't pay my bills directly, but indirectly he does, but not directly. But like, it's just for me. It's crazy to see me how I enjoyed Gunna and the journey that it's been. I really just enjoy, the frequency his music brings. It's all about frequencies at the end of the day. The guy's a vibe. Definitely, just everything he's worked on, and again, what he's been through. A lot of people don't really realize. You don't really know what an artist is going through. I know you think you guys could handle it. Slippin' Daughter, man. Thank you for the T1 sub. But you guys think you can really live some of these rappers' lifestyles or just a celebrity lifestyle in general. But imagine the world is against you, and all you got is your circle. And when I say the world is against you, I really mean the U.S. is against you. The streets is against you. Everybody's against you. Some people really don't handle pressure well. Some people don't really, with their back against the walls, they don't really thrive. But for what Gunna did with that gift and a curse, and now one of one, I just think that, you know, I thought. So I thought What's That Call was personal. I thought A Gift and a Curse was personal. But I feel like this album was definitely more personal towards the end. You know, there was definitely some other moments he gave us where, you know, they was gonna have fun and whatnot. Same thing he did on Gift and the Curse, but I feel like towards the end of the album, like that was his most personal track yet. But I'm speaking on Time Reveals. I feel like that track right there is his most personal track to date. Yeah, I really feel that. Let me see what was on. Dev, have you ever went to the restroom and there was a snake in the toilet? That's crazy. Very glad he's grown a lot more soulful in his music. It sucks that he's broken away many bridges to come this way, but at this point, I don't think he needs them at all. Yeah, I don't think he really needs them either. I think he's he's set to do whatever the fuck he needs to do. You know, like he's perfectly fine. You know, doing what he's doing. So I don't know. I'm happy for Gunna. You know, I enjoy what I hear. I know a lot of people are going to have their opinions and how they feel about and how they feel about it. But me personally, I thought the album was good. Again, I'm not gonna compare the album to another album. I just think it's good in its own right. You know, I think at this point, Gunna's just making music. I know, like, when I'm like, oh, Dad, you're just trying to defend your favorite artist. Nah, I've been actually changing up, you know, recently in the last 2 years of how I go about albums and, you know, like comparing it in here and this wasn't this. And yeah, I'm still human. I catch myself where I fuck up, but, you know, I'm very honest in how, you know, certain albums are and blah, blah, blah. And like, I try to give every album a chance and not compare it to the last album. If I do, I try to catch myself. But like I said, I'm human. But yeah, I don't know. But that's how I feel about the album, man. Great album, man, from Gunna. I know a lot of people. Again, Gunna doesn't have the masses. His last album did great. I'm actually curious to see what this album does and from a number standpoint. I really want to see what this number does and see what I want to see what the focal track is gonna be like. You know, the last album had "Fuck You Mean." I'm really curious to see what this album's like "Fuck You Mean" is gonna be like. What is the single going to be? Because everybody has different music tastes, you know. But I feel like Gunna definitely has one of these tracks that everybody's gonna like. Me personally, I love Hakuna Matata, On One Tonight, Back in the A. Tracks like that are my favorite tracks. I don't see any of the slow tracks being like the track that kind of goes crazy, you know, to the masses. But who knows? We never know. You know, it's always weird seeing what the, you know, the TikTokers and the Instagram reels choose, you know, for it to be the viral song or whatever. So it's gonna be interesting to see. I'm actually curious. Probably Neck on the Yacht. I can see Treesh actually. I can see Treesh being that track that kind of just moves forward. Okay, you said Back in the A slow. Let's look at Back in the A slow before we end this video.
I got this hoe on the scroll. Bitches like Marilyn Monroe. Can't be
I'm telling you, dog. Like,
I'm in the chase.
if you don't like slow music, that.
It's going down and we always ready.
I'm telling you, bro. You just need a certain slow. Someone that has a great slowed ear, not just doing it just cause like Now let me take that back because different people have different ears. You know, they probably like that sound. But like when you get shit like this, bro, like
I don't do this shit for the fame.
What?
Stacking these Benjamin Franks.
That what?
Don't give you no rank.
Man, I'm finna listen to this shit all night,
Stacking this
man.
double, it ain't.
That shit is crazy. Yo. Oh man, it should be on. You need to say that to the hard drive because that one is dummy, man. Ooh, that bitch go crazy. That's how I feel about it, man. You know, thank y'all for watching. Thank y'all for supporting. Twitch gang, stay here. YouTube gang, we are out. I think I'm just gonna keep this to a Patreon exclusive, guys. I think that's really what's gonna go down to a Patreon exclusive. So, if you were here, happy for you. If you weren't, It's gonna be the first Gunna video that's only gonna be Patreon. So, that's how I feel about that. And till next time, we are out. Peace.